So before we get started, I just want to state, I know that my lips are very overlined. I did not get lip filler. The reason that they're so big is kind of more juvenile than that. I ate a bunch of tomato soup before filming this video, so now around my mouth is stained orange. I had to make my lipstick bigger, so my lips would not be orange for this video. Anyways. Well, hello, I'm Erica, and I am odd. As many of you know, or many of you may not know, because a lot of you are new to my channel here, I had augmentation surgery about a year and 5 months ago. December, January, February, March. April 5. Oh my god, I did that off the top of my head. Anyways, and I've made follow-up videos throughout the last year of my recovery, sort of giving you updates and things like that, but I knew that I wanted to make one specific video after all of my updates were done and my 1 year post-op was up, which was things I wish I had known before surgery. These are things that I took note of before, during, and after surgery that if I were to have to go do this again for the first time, this is what I wish I would have known, or some things I did know going into it were going to happen, but I just didn't realize to the extent. I've got tomato mouth, I've stuttered almost every single sentence. This video's off to a great start. Anyways. The number one thing I've mentioned in previous videos, and I will mention again in this video because I want it to be clear to everyone, there's going to be someone who has an issue with you getting plastic surgery. That's as simple as it is. Whether it's augmentation, or maybe you're having a nose job, or maybe you're having a chin implant, or your chin shaved down, or fillers, or Botox, or whatever. There will be random people who will have an issue with this simply because you exist with it. And the thing I noticed personally too is the people that were trying to talk down to me about it, or make me feel like I shouldn't do it, or were making fun of me after I got it done. That was something that happened, which, like, you don't have anything better to do as a grown adult? I digress. It's usually from people who truly, number one, have nothing better to do, or are jealous of an aspect in your life. Now, it's not even necessarily that they're jealous that you got plastic surgery, right? Because not everybody wants it, and that's totally okay. But they are jealous of an aspect of something in your life that you have. Whether it's a good relationship with yourself, good friendships, a good relationship with your parents. Maybe they see you as somebody who's more successful than them and they get upset about that. The bottom line is there's something that you have that they want and cannot have. So you need to keep that in mind, where when you're sitting there going, why is this person talking bad about me again? Why is this person have my name in their mouth again? It's not you, it is them. And if you're getting this done, you cannot worry about what other people think. I swear, you can't. You just can't. You will drive yourself nuts. Another big thing that's actually come up since my surgery personally is that people have assumed that I've gotten more work done than I have. A good example, because she was actually really cool. Like, this girl, I gave her my plastic surgeon's number. She was from the area, but we were actually at the airport going to one state to connect to different flights, but she came up to me. She was like, where do you get your work done? And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm wearing a sweatshirt. Didn't think it was that obvious, but okay. And I gave her my plastic surgeon's number, and she goes, so when did you get your nose done? You mean, when did I get my nose done? She goes, your nose, it's like perfectly shaped. I'm like, I don't have my nose done. This is my nose. Had it since birth. It's got a little foundation on it right now, but it's mine. She like couldn't believe it for a second, but I told her, I was like, no, I would tell you if I had something else done, because what do I have to hide? I think it's so strange when people try to hide obvious plastic surgery or alterations to their face. They're like, don't tell anybody, but I got this done. I'm like, everybody knows. We knew when you walked in the room that you have changed something. What do you mean? Now, do they have to make a YouTube video about the entire process and update you every 3 months like I did? Absolutely not. But I just recommend being honest when it comes to things like that. Do you owe strangers an explanation? No, you don't. But I would try to be as open as possible, personally. And just be like, yeah, I have, and it's none of your business. Crazy, huh? Okay, so this one might be a little bit like just my situation. So maybe take this with a big grain of salt. Like, take this with the salt shaker and throw it over your left shoulder for luck. But don't socialize at the plastic surgeon's office. This was just kind of a lesson for me. I think it was like my 3-month checkup after surgery, yeah, where I went to the plastic surgeon's office, and I normally am just like in my phone. I'll take this time to like edit TikToks or whatever. It's usually like kind of a long wait, but this woman walked in and she looked uncannily similar is that a word? To Jane Fonda in Monster-in-Law. Like the haircut, everything. It was very obvious she made herself look like Jane Fonda. And I said to her, I was like, oh my gosh, you're an exact ringer for Jane Fonda. And she gripped the side of my chair because they had these purple like U-shaped chairs. They're very comfortable and they swiveled. It was fun. But she grabbed it and like dug her nails into the side. She goes, what year, Jane Fonda? What year? And this was an older woman. She had to be like 65 for sure. And she's just like, but what year? What year, Jane Fonda? I was like, what the f do you mean? She's like,
what decade, Jane Fonda?
And I just went, I was thinking of the movie Monster-in-Law when she's in like those clean, really fancy outfits. You're very well put together. I was like stunned. I didn't know what to do. She's like, okay, that's fine, I guess. And went and sat down. I'm like, note to self, don't f***ing talk in the waiting room. So I just kept my nose on my phone that whole time. So I'm not saying that's something that's an everyday occurrence. I understand that that's very weird, but like, be forewarned. Not everybody that goes to a plastic surgeon's office is there just to change something because they want to, like I was. Some people are there because they are very insecure and need certain validation, and they will pressure it out of anyone, even if you're just trying to pay them a compliment. So just get face down. Bring a book. Bring a book. I've said it before, I'll say it again, and I just mentioned it before that yes, some people get plastic surgery because they're insecure, but what you should expect is that people will think that you only got plastic surgery because you're an insecure person. Not the truth. When I say to people, I got my surgery because I wanted it, and it's just something I've always wanted, and I loved my body before, and I love my body now, they don't believe me, and that's a them problem, not a me problem, because I know that I love my body, and I love myself and who I am, and they will not believe it. And I think maybe it's sort of going back to like the people that just want to talk about you after having surgery. Something's broken in them and maybe they don't have confidence and they need you to be insecure because they can't believe that somebody would actually just naturally be confident. If somebody wants to disagree with that and not believe me, that's your prerogative, but it doesn't negate the fact that it's a fact. Another one, which was a fun one to come to the realization of, all of your exes will try to come back. All of them. Thankfully, I had only one ex that did not try to come back, and that's because I never want to see them again as long as I live, so I'm very happy that that didn't happen. But all of my other exes, yeah, every single one. They're so sorry. I look so good. You know, they really messed up, and I look so good, and they're just so happy that I'm doing so well in life, and it's all of this bullshit that they want to feed you. Why? Because they want to hook up with you. It's very simple. Don't do it. Don't fall into the trap. They are not sorry. They do not want a second chance. They are not a changed person. Do not go back. Do not go back. They're tricking you. I've said this before, I say it again. Buy some like normal tops. I only bought like recovery clothes, and then at the end of 6 weeks I was like, nothing fits, and I had to order like ASAP, and it was just a lot. So that was like probably my biggest stress, was I was like, nothing fits, what do I do? So buy some tops beforehand that you think are gonna fit, or like they'll look semi-flattering, and you'll be set to go. I know when some of you clicked on this video, you probably thought it was gonna be being like, I regret this and this. I regret nothing. I'm very happy and solid in my decision. Regret nothing. There's a couple of exes I regret, but we can't fix that with surgery, can we? Anyways, please be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for tuning into this video. Be sure to check out my surgery playlist for any and all questions. They will probably be answered over there. If not, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.